Dear students, in this class I am going to explain about the vascular or conducting tissue system. As I had explained in the lower live class that vascular or the conducting tissue system is primarily concerned with the xylem and phloem. So here I have sent one audio also, in that the description is there related with that, so that you can refer the points which are given in the book. First is primary xylem. It is composed of tracheids and they are present in vascular plants, vessels only to the angiosperms. Angiosperms are all those plants which are giving flower and fruit. I have explained this in the plant kingdom. Xylem fibers, they are meant for the mechanical strength. Xylem parenchyma, it is meant for food storage and conduction of water and mineral. So primary xylem is composed of tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Then after that there is a certain condition that how the primary xylem is arranged. First is endark condition of primary xylem. In the endark condition of primary xylem, protoxylem, proto means first, so that is why the protoxylem, first form xylem, lies towards the center, and metaxylem, later form xylem, it lies towards the periphery. So in endark condition, protoxylem is towards the center and metaxylem is towards the periphery. Children, I will send you the diagram also which is given in your book. For all these, you refer these diagrams. Clearly they have specified these conditions. Now next is exarch condition. Opposite is there. Protoxylem at periphery and metaxylem towards the center. This is the exarch condition. Protoxylem towards the periphery and metaxylem towards the center. Then mesarch condition. Metaxylem is in the center and it is surrounded by protoxylem. So metaxylem is surrounded by the protoxylem in mesarch condition. Protoxylem periphery, metaxylem towards the center, exarch condition. Protoxylem towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery, this is the endark conditions. So these are the conditions of xylem. Now after that, primary phloem, it is consisting of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Children, please recall, in your lower classes you have read about the components of the xylem and phloem, that xylem and phloems are composed of following tissues. So, xylem and phloem tissues are composed of following, like phloem is composed of sieve tube, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Now cambium. Cambium is the meristematic cells of procambium. Procambium is a meristematic tissue which is concerned with providing the primary tissues of the vascular system. Children, in order to understand this, the primary growth and the secondary growth, I will give you one example. Suppose that the plant is in the early stage, that at that time the stem is green in color, because this is the primary growth which is taking place. Then after that, this green color stem is replaced by the woody stem. This is the secondary growth, and this is, in this one, the primary xylem and secondary xylem, along with that the secondary phloem and the secondary xylem is also formed. So this cambium is usually meant for giving rise to the secondary growth. So cambium is the meristematic cells. Meristematic cells, as I had told in the live class, these are the completely dividing cells of procambium, means they are, cambium is formed from the procambium. So procambium is also a meristematic tissue which is concerned with providing the primary tissues of the vascular system. Between these procambium, this is the meristematic cells of tissue, and the procambium is in between the xylem and phloem. It forms the vascular cambium, that is the forming secondary xylem and secondary phloem. So cambium is formed from procambium. And what is procambium? It is the meristematic tissue concerned with providing the primary tissues of the vascular system. Now meristematic cells of procambium, they are between the xylem and phloem, and they forms the vascular cambium by forming the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Children, this is secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Now after that, there is a fusiform initials. Fusiform initials, they give rise to the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. When I will be telling you about the secondary growth, then again I will take their name. Then after that, ray initials, they form the parenchymatous medullary rays. These are elongated bands of parenchymatous cells, and their main function is to store food. In that class, I had told you about the medullary rays also. Please refer to those concepts. Then after that, types of vascular bundle. Types of vascular bundles, in that first, open vascular bundles. Cambium is present between the xylem and phloem. In the open vascular bundle, there is a presence of cambium between the xylem and phloem. Example, dicot stems. Closed vascular bundle without cambium. Example, monocot cells. That is why the monocot plants have got restricted growth, because in them there is no secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Then types of vascular bundle. First is radial. Xylem and phloem are arranged alternately on different radii. Here you can see this is the xylem and phloem. This is the xylem and this is the phloem. So they are arranged alternately on different radii. Conjoint xylem and phloem are found combined in one bundle. Then after that, they are collateral. Phloem is located towards the outer side of the xylem. Example, dicot stem. And open type is cambium present, closed if cambium is absent. Open type is if the cambium is present, and closed if cambium is absent. So here you can see phloem and there is a cambium present. This is the xylem, this is the collateral open. Here there is no cambium strip. This is the collateral closed. Now bicollateral, example, the members of Solanaceae. Both the external and internal phloem present. Outer phloem, then outer cambium, then xylem, then inner cambium and the inner phloem. So here both the external and internal phloem is present. This is outer phloem and this is the inner phloem. Now here concentric, one type of vascular tissue, that is the xylem or phloem, is surrounded by the other. Then it is amphicribal or the heterocentric if the xylem is surrounded all around by the phloem. Xylem is surrounded all around by the phloem. And amphivessel, that is the leptocentric if the phloem is surrounded all around by xylem. Here phloem is surrounded by xylem. Here xylem is surrounded by phloem. So closed vascular bundle without cambium. Open vascular bundle with cambium. Radial, xylem and phloem are arranged at different radii. Conjoint and collateral. Conjoint means xylem and phloem are found combined in one bundle. Here you can see collateral. Phloem is located outer side of the xylem. Phloem is located outer side of the xylem. So this is collateral and this is the open one, and this is collateral closed one. Bicollateral, example Solanaceae, both external and internal phloem is present. And concentric, it is amphicribal and amphivessel. Amphicribal, xylem is surrounded all around by phloem, and amphivessel, phloem is surrounded all around by xylem. So children, in this I have compiled all the things. You write the key points from the board. Please see the video in this period and utilize your full time and go through your book and this notes also you write the key points in the copy and understand the concept. If you are finding any problem, please ask your problem on my number related to the vascular or conducting tissue systems. So for this it is there, then after that secondary growth I will be taking on the next turn. Thank you.